Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at the physical LEGO store exclusive set 40574 LEGO brand store, which you can pick up in LEGO stores for $37 US, £31 or 50 Canadian dollars. I'll actually start the video off with a small city update, tidying up Assembly Square and showing where I plan to add this LEGO store set into the city once modularised. And then we'll get on to building and looking at the set properly. So just a tiny city update. Because of the way that I do my Mills roads, inclusive of the curb and the sidewalk, it does mean there needs to be some modifications of any modulars I put into the city. And that's the assembly square this time, because you can see at the moment it looks like we've got a curb, and then a sidewalk, then another curb. So just need to take out these lampposts plus do some retiling and then get this placed so that it matches up with the other modulars in the city. Just goes by the same standards. Should be a pretty easy job and a nice quick one, just to make the city look a bit better. Like I said, this should be a nice easy job. I've got my brick separator and got my dark grey 2x2 tiles, which are rapidly running out. I believe I've got a bricklink order on the way with a lot in there. A few jumper tiles, so just get this removed and then replace it all with the other tiles. So I really like using Mills plates. I think they're, superior just to building on base plates. But there are drawbacks, and you'll see some of that here when I'm trying to remove these tiles. It's actually quite tough trying to remove them from the Mills plate because it's an actual plate rather than the more flexible base plate. Just something that's worth bearing in mind when you come to choosing the method of building. Like I said, dead easy, and we can get this place back in the city and it should look a lot better without those double curbs. So there we go, quite a simple change, but just makes me a little happier with the city. We haven't got that oddity in there. Something that probably haven't seen very well so far is down to the side of my custom grocery store. I've actually got the concept of an alleyway built just in there. It wouldn't require it being sat beside assembly square, but instead a custom build, and that's what I'm going to try and start work on today with building up the custom Lego store. So I've taken my custom supermarket out of the city just so you can see what I'm talking about with this alleyway. There's just a placeholder building beside it for the moment. It's just to form the alleyway. I like the idea of alleyways and other small bits that you can't instantly see when you look at the city, but when you look deeper you can tell some stories and stuff. I think my idea is that we've got a base plate size building here, and that we'll build a half base plate size building to the side, maybe using one of the Lego brand store sets that you can buy from Lego stores. Obviously that will need some converting, but there's not enough parts in that to be anywhere close to a base plate size set. So let's see what we can do. So this is set 40574, the Lego brand store, and it's not one of the ones which is done as a promotion with new Lego stores that open. I know they sometimes give away small Lego store sets when they open a new store. This is one of the ones that you can buy from inside Lego stores. I don't believe it's available on lego.com. It's certainly not perfect from what I can see. There doesn't appear to be any kind of employee minifigure. Right, let's get this open, see how many bags we're working with, and we'll go from there. So we've got some separate plates, and then I don't like it when they name multiple bags with the same name when they're not even inside. We've got two 2s there, 2 4s and 2 1s. What's number 3 done so wrong that it doesn't get 2 bags? Separate to that, it looks like we've got some amazing sticker sheets I mean, might not be so amazing when I'm having to stick all the stickers onto small bricks, but they are pretty impressive. So I'm considering whether I'll use the stickers or whether I'll just build it without the stickers and then change it up later. But yeah, this looks better than I expected. So not a bad build, and what you end up with is something which is a bit better than I was expecting. It is exactly 16 studs wide, so it's going to fit perfectly as a kind of half base plate mini modular. I've got it set up like this at the moment, but you can see that the sides are built on hinges and just open up like so, which gives us a good view of the inside, and we can also have the whole set just set up a little differently if you did want to think about making a full modular. Then gives you an idea of what that would look like. Some of the mini builds are absolutely excellent. I think that's a mini Disney castle there, although the train just seems to be a generic train. If you know the set, then more power to you. But yeah, it's pretty good overall. Again, there's flaws with it. The pressure I felt when trying to get these stickers placed perfectly, knowing I was going to be doing it for the video, was tricky. We've got a pick brick wall there. Probably got better piece selection than you often see in real life. And this is obviously one of their flagship stores, as we've got a minifigure factory upstairs. I wonder if it's actually running and working. One of the big flaws with the set is there is actually nowhere to place minifigures in terms of studs on the floor, easy enough to rectify. There's also no employee minifigure. I think I mentioned that before, so I've just placed a random figure there. They actually do have the one place in the set where there are studs, just there. I'd like to say I've just placed a random figure there. Apologies, it's not very realistic for a Lego store. I couldn't find anyone with blue hair, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, there are stickers used for all of the, so 1x2 stickers used to represent the sets. Technic on top there, and then we've got some Lego Ideas, Creator and Friends, and we've also got the middle aisle kind of pieces. We've got Creator set on one side and a City set on the other. In terms of where you'd find this set in a Lego store, that actually would be one of the places you'd find it. You wouldn't find it in general on the walls. It would normally be on those kind of middle kind of displays. Over here we've got what I think is a Duplo display. When we close it back up, though, you see it's actually quite difficult for anyone to get to any of those sets just there. But yeah, we close it up and it's all easy to see inside. The top is once I fold down the ladder. I'd hope that you wouldn't be using a ladder in real life to move about a Lego store. It would be quite exciting, but maybe not the safest. And as you can see, the minifigures fallen over because there's nowhere for them to stand. With the upstairs, like I say, we've got that minifigure factory, those cool mini builds, and then another wall with some Ninjago City and Duplo again, just there, the light lime green tiles. Yeah, the top's only kind of half done, so would need to have another plate just here. I think that's, what's that, 6 studs missing, so over half of it is done. I think that's going to be pretty easy to rectify, and yeah, I don't think that's going to be problematic at all to modularize. I need to build a roof and fill in the half there, but overall I think, yeah, pretty good. So there are a few things we're going to need to do to be able to modularize the building. The first thing I'm going to just note, we take the top level off there, is that currently I think the set is a little short. If we match it up against my custom supermarket, just a little bit short of the side there, so I'm going to raise the height of the store. The second bit is that we're going to have to take out these hinges, which is a pity, but when it's in the city and sat on a Mills plate, you're not going to be able to fold it out open anyway. And I don't think it's a good enough set as just a display set to kind of leave on a shelf or anything. Talking about that Mills plate, we'll build it onto a half base plate. This is a proper official half base plate one, and then I've got some regular plates and bricks to build a Mills plate for it, so it'll sit nicely in the city at the same height starting and finishing. Obviously we'll need to build the other half of the second level and a roof for the set. What I'll do is I will build the Mills plate just quickly, put that in as a very quick speed build, but I suspect that I will end up actually building the modular for this, more mini modular, on another video, just because I do not have the time. It's the Super Bowl tomorrow and I'm out of town, and there's other stuff that I want to be doing, but that'll be for a future video. I'll show you what the finished product looks like. So this is what it will kind of look like once it's sat on top of the Mills plate. It'll be sat directly on the Mills plate, not on a plate and then the Mills plate. One of the things that I want to do is just set it back a little bit from the edge, so that should go back a little bit more. So we've got the sidewalk out in front of it, and it also means I don't need to bring this wall forward that I was talking about with the alleyway. We should have a nice storefront and an alleyway there, and there's a little bit out the back, so I might make a back entrance for the store just for deliveries, etc. Also, as any kind of store should have a second exit if there's anything like a fire or anything like that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. Getting close to 100 subscribers now if we haven't already hit it by the time this video comes out, which is far more than I expected in 2 months, and I promise I haven't bribed too many family members to subscribe to the video. Anyway, as always, be good.